today's the day. I just got off the phone with the logger and he's gonna be here today to start clearing this lane. So in our last video, I told you that our plan was he was going to come out here, thin out all the little stuff, and then take down the big logs and haul them out of here and sell them. And that was his plan originally. But he's getting pinched for time. The job he's working on took him longer than he expected. And he's got an upcoming job that he was planning to go to next, and they're wanting him to get it done sooner than they had originally talked about. So he's kind of getting pinched. So he's not going to have time to do a whole lot here. But what he did offer to do, which is awful nice of him since he already has his machine here, just to take the little bit of time that he had and come through and start to thin through all the stuff that he says isn't worth anything, is not worth selling, and just stack it to a pile to the side and start to get us some light in here, and then we can deal with the other trees at a later date. And that's what he's doing right now. I don't know exactly how long he's going to be here, but he said he doesn't have a whole lot of time. 30 minutes in, and he's already knocked out a good chunk. We have very few trees left in this section that he's working on. They're all nice trees that I wouldn't have a problem keeping. There he goes. 50 minutes was all he had. 50 minutes, not even an hour. And he did a ton of work in those 50 minutes. Well, it's been a few days. I wanted to come out here and show you all what he got accomplished. This is all nearly wide open. There's 3 trees right in there. One of them we had flagged to keep anyways. We probably will eventually take the other 2 down, but that's not a big deal to do with the chainsaw. And a couple of trees down there that we might take, or we might leave one of them. But the point is, there's very few trees left in this whole section that we would want to keep. We've got a lot of light in this area now. And then we've got this old abandoned structure that's collapsed that we need to get cleaned up, which that's really unrelated to the work he's doing. And then I guess there's a couple of trees mixed in to cut down as part of that process. But we're pretty much wide open from here back. We went from a big project to get through clearing this whole back area, which, like I said in our last video, was my plan for next winter, to try and get to this area to where in a weekend I could have this cleaned up. He piled it all in nice piles. There's a little bit of cleanup to do, but not much. He was very efficient with that machine. All of this stuff, he said, is only good for firewood. It wouldn't be worth selling anyway, since that's why he just cut it and stacked it to the side. If he was coming through to log this, he would have done the exact same thing. He just didn't get to the other part. Not even an hour that he spent saved me weeks of work. And in terms of the back of the building, there's a couple over there he took down, and he was able to get a lot in this section. You can see it's wide open now. There are a couple bigger ones in the middle left that I will have to deal with, but he got some down here as well. So he got probably pretty close to 50% of what was in this section. Maybe not quite, but pretty close. So that's going to save me a lot of work. And like I said, that was my goal to get done this winter, as well as the other trees kind of in this section. And there's a lot of stumps he got out of here. But just those trees that he got out of right there, good bit of sunlight coming through there. And once we get the rest of these down, it'll be a little bit of work to get some of those that are leaning down, but we can get it done. And next video, we're gonna be back in the shop working on the truck. I've got parts, I've got some time, and we're gonna get started on that transmission teardown and starting to rebuild that. So I hope to see you back here for that one. Thanks so much for watching.